Good morning, everyone. This is Chris. I am back. Been gone for a few days. My daughter had a quiz bowl competition, so it's kind of nice to come back and see that the corn is popping up nicely, and the herbicides, silent H, herbicides are they're doing their job. Weeds are dying, corn is growing, everything's nice and green. Unfortunately, we're getting a little dry. The grass is already starting to brown up, and it's only May. So, I guess it is what it is. It ain't terrible at this point. There is moisture in the ground. That'll get them roots to work their way down, follow that moisture down, get a good root system. This early on, they don't need nearly as much water. We start getting into later June when they start really drinking it up. Hopefully we get some rain by then, but at this point it's nothing drastic. But it's time to make some hay. I need to dig the hay mower out and other hay tools and get other stuff jockeyed around. So let's get at it. Let's see. I'm going to predict that the Oliver chopper here has a flat. It's hard to see, but yeah, it has a flat. That's a slow leaker that's on there. So I'll get to air tank, blow that up. Need to get the drill out of the way. And maybe I'll just, got some beans left over in the wagon, not a whole lot. I might put them in the drill just to get the wagon emptied out. And then, when I plant cover crops after wheat, I can just have a blend of soybeans in them. I could just see some down in there. There's not a lot in there, so it didn't come out too bad. I don't plant treated beans, but my seed guy brings me beans in his tender, and sometimes there's a treated one in there. And boy, you send soybeans in to sell them grain wise, or technically they're an oil seed, but they find a treated seed in there, and ooh, you could get the whole load rejected, or just chances are they'll take it and just not pay you very well for it. So ain't worth the risk of blending in and them finding a treated seed in there, or as far as saving that, taking that seed and sending it out with stuff going to market. So that's probably the best option for it. Just put it in the drill, plant it into the bean stubble for cover crop. Get some kind of use out of it. Not exactly fat man accessible. Maybe if I go around the other side. That looks like nope. Let's see. I got the camouflage Crocs on. I should be able to climb over this stuff. You might say to yourself, how'd you get it in there? Well, the tire had air when I parked it. Yeah, good thing I had four-wheel drive locked in on the Crocs and the camo. They did the job. And of course, I'm sure the stem is on the inside, facing the wrong way. There it is. Oh, not too bad. This is the 830 forage harvester, which people will now go to the comments and say was made by Fox, which is wrong. It is a copy of a Fox, but it was made by Oliver. Oh, don't give me that. Son of a, it's off the bead. Well, that's nice. Well, if you want to be that way, we'll just pull you out on a flat tire. I'm not going to try to get a jack back in there. You ain't got to go that far to get it more accessible. I gotta say, a skid steer is one of the handiest things to have around. Once you have one, you don't know how you ever lived without it. And let's see, the battery cable's been giving me grief on this one. It needs a new end on it. Ah! Well, now it's out where I can work on it. Yeah, I think it's off the bead. What do you think? Well, at least it's easier to get a jack under it. Never a dull moment. Or I could, you know, get the hay mower out and then just push this back. But nah, we're not going to do that. After the whole broken combine axle fiasco, I got myself a 50-ton jack. And this is effortless, other than it takes forever. I can see why they get air powered after you get so big. Now, I don't suppose we can get so lucky as to seat that baby back up while it's still on here. Probably not. Let's give it a whirl. And with a portable air tank, no less. Where'd you go? Tank's getting low too. Could shoot some flammable substance in there and light it. Next trick. Take the valve core out and use the air gun with no tip on it so I get lots of flow to seat the bead and to set the valve core somewhere where I'm not going to lose it. Yep. Well, that didn't work. Or did it? Nah, it didn't. Son of a gun. I guess take it off, take it to the shop. Well, I've made it work before, but never with the portable air tank, so. Here it is, but more visible. Remove valve core. Apply copious amounts of air from large air compressor. Come on. There she goes. Oh yeah, look at that. Already got 19.5 pounds of it. This is actually a tire and rim off that Great Plains drill. When I bought it, it had these and they were about whipped, or a couple of them were really bad. This one wasn't too bad. They're 12-ply tires because of all the weight. And I went up to 11Ls instead of 9.5s. And I had some rims around, some wider rims, so I didn't even take these off the rim. Used a couple of them for spares. A couple of them were just shot. 58 pounds. That should probably be enough. It is a 12-ply tire. I'm pretty sure it can hold that much. Make sure that bead gets seated good. And then the air compressor stops. All right, let's see how that does. Blam! Gotta love the power tools. I think that's gonna hold it up, but I am gonna block it up once it's parked so that it doesn't get low enough to take it off the bead again. That was a pain in the butt. I just need to get a new tire on the original rim and be done with it. Okay, let's try round two. I leave a hitch pin in this one, then I can grab it easy. The one that's long enough to go all the way through the hitch. Can grab it with forks on the skid steer. And then I put one in the hay mower. So minimal effort on my part. There, hopefully that axle's chalked up good enough so it don't come off the bead. Don't know why it can't be by like the 570 manure spreader that has just sat here and not needed air all these years. I need to move it out. It's been sinking into the dirt. Here's the game plan. If I'm going to mow hay, I'm going to have to bale hay. So these babies got to come out, the 2155 and the drill back into here and fit in here pretty nice. So this wagon full of oats I had left over from last year, that's going to be this year's cover crop seed, it's going to have to move. Oh, the 1955 is probably a good one for that because it's going to have to move. We'll get the planter and the 26125 out of the way. Haven't cleaned them up yet. I like to make sure the corn's all up good in case I have to do any replanting in spots. But hopefully this week I'll be getting that cleaned up and put away for the season. It's going to be nice and hot and sunny, so it'll be a good time to wash it off. And let's see, it's probably easier if the 1550's out of the way to back in there and shoot, it's, you know, why not start the 2050 while we're at it? So we got a few things to move. Of course, the American will start up because that goes on the round baler. The 880 is going to go on the square baler this year, at least for first cutting. Thought it'd be a little change of pace. So let's get at it. Okay, Eli, this one's for you. I'm sure you're watching at some point. The 1550. It's not a narrow front. It's actually a utility. See if the battery's up on this. Trying to think the last time I started it. Uh-oh. That's got a bad case of DRT. Dead right there. Well, ain't that a pickle? Well, we'll see if that battery will take a charge while we're moving other stuff around. So let's get the 6125 and the planter out of the way. And there's Mrs. Oliver guy. Hold on. Oops, I forgot to hit record, but room. Here's the 6125 running. Maybe I should mow hay with this. The air conditioning is feeling good in here. It's gonna be up close to 90 pretty much every day this week. We'll fire up the 1955, hook up to the wagon, pull that out, and then that way the 1550 can charge a little longer. He's everywhere. All right, 1955. Be good to me. Uh-oh. Sometimes the solenoid likes to be a little sticky on this one. Probably should do something about that. Oh, never a dull moment. Let's try tappy tap. key way around there. All right. Triple check that it's still in neutral. Don't try this at home, kids. I know it's not a crescent wrench. I was really slacking there. Couldn't swing or see the drawbar. I had it swung over from using the snowblower. Sometimes when you're lowering it down, the PTO shaft can get close to the drawbar. So just to be safe, I swing it over to the side. Ooh, maybe that'll reach. Look at that. That's how good I am. Rather be lucky than good any day. Well, there's what I gotta watch out for. Shouldn't be too bad. That must be what I get for putting a full tank of gas in it. The carburetor is not, well, it's leaking. It's running over. Turn the gas back off. Let's see if we can start a small fire. Or at least a tractor. It's the first time it's leaked since I put it back on there. I don't think we'll need a choke. Wow. I did not figure it'd start that good. Seeing that gas pour out of there, I guess I better turn the gas back on. See if I can fit the fat hand in there without getting electrified by the coil. I made it. Take that, Ross. Take that. All right, let's see if it'll hook up to the baler. Oh, that was something else. I guess it should be all right. We'll bring it back in here. I guess just to get it out of the way. The baler's all greased up. The chains are all oiled. Before I put it away, blew it off. It should be ready to roll. Check tire pressure, at least. Like I say, it'll put it somewhere out of the way, or put it out of the way for the moment. Fuel gauge is still working. Part of the reason of wanting to use this, say, 880 is just use it some after it's sat for so stinking long, but also power booster drive, getting those heavy windrows, and I'll really be able to. That was 4th gear. Oops, that's 2nd. Can't remember, these helicals got a different shift pattern. Let's get her up to PTO speed. Come on. There's the low. That does make a difference. Okay, we're a little over PTO speed there. 1.8 miles an hour. 1.7, 1.8. Let's shift down. Hopefully you can see it on there. 1.2. So lost about a half a mile an hour. In the world of square baling, that could make the difference. Cool. Be tight. I might have too much clutter in here. She might have to go to another barn. Yeah, that's not going to close. Oh yeah, there are a couple things I have to do. I take the tension off all the belts for the storage to retension those. Maybe if I bring it to this side and stick the nose of the 770 up in there. Yeah. I just called it the 770. It's the 880. I'm still not used to having one. And I've had one. I'm just not used to having a running one. Ooh, underdrive, or the equivalent thereof in a hydrant and a power booster. Look, power line. I think that's gonna work. Oh yeah. That still gives me room to get the American and the round baler on this side. Okay, American, your turn. And yeah, the 1,000 shaft's still in you. Yeah, we'll just pull you in the shop and we can take care of that later. Quick hiss, and then the sound of the air conditioner filling it with cold goodness. Phone call. I gave the 1550 a little more time to charge up, if nothing else. I might want to pick up that hose. Can you see that cold air coming out of the vent? It feels so good. I swear the grass has gotten browner just today. Crazy. Nice new cab kit, air conditioning. Guy might not want to leave. But he has to. Well, let's see if it took enough charge to crank over and fire up. Let's give it a couple more amps while we're at it. Let's just go for the gusto, the boost. What the heck would be rattling? Something's angry over there. No. Yeah, negative ground, because it's got an alternator. think we have a bad battery on our hands. This is sad because this door has to open and it has bolts. Then the tray slides forward. Well, it needs to get out of the way so I can back the 2155 in here. That'd be kind of tight. I don't need to chance it. And it'd probably be best for it to run. I guess this one's a little older than I thought. October of 2016. Let's see, it's 2023. That's a number. 7 years. Almost. Let's put the load tester on her. Look at that, 13.5 volts. Put a load to it. Pew! Let's take off the cables. Could just be a bad connection. Okay, the ultimate test. Where we eliminate everything else. And watch it fall flat on its face. I'd say we got a bad battery. It got to charge for quite a while there and made no progress. Okay, so I remembered I left a battery in the 1800. So I thought, well, I can pull that out. Then I remembered the tedder is kind of trapped back in there. I can either start up the combine or I can start up the 1800. As long as it still has a battery in it. Get that tedder out of there. Park it in back by the combine, and then the 1550 can go here. And then they'll be close together so they can share that battery. Let's see if that's good enough for government work. Okay, 3-point, why aren't you coming up? There you go. This tractor could really use a hydraulic pump. Okay, once again for Eli. Let's hope I hooked that battery up good. Let's hope there's gas in it. There's not much gas in it. We don't need much to get from where we're going. Yeah. Idle that baby on down. Darn birds. It's about bouncing between 300 and 400 RPM. Of course, this isn't going to make any sense. You can't go 1800, 1550, 1900. Can we count the fan blades? Can we see the fan blades? Good job, 1550. Look how much those are wilting up already. Just lawn weeds, but man, there is an old driveway here that doesn't help. But boy, that's usually something you see later in the summer. I hope we get some rain. I'm glad I got crop insurance. Like the air conditioner belt needs tightened up a little bit. Ow, ow. See how I did. Get a couple more inches. Chirp, 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 chirp. Chirpy with some RPMs. Seems like there's all sorts of room now that I don't have duals on the tractor. I should probably just live with it. I mean, where I've got it at. I was thinking if I got the tractor over that way a little bit, but there's room. There's room. We're gonna call that it. Just missing. Perfect. That'll do. That'll do. There's not a lot of room to come color good. All right, I think I can pull the 1955 right here. I think I'll put the 2050 back where it was, and then maybe scoot the tedder over in there for now. Gosh, I have all sorts of room. I should be buying another tractor. It's like 4 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one coming out. Doing pretty good. Good. Planter do good. Oh no, what happened? Sprayer blight. That's where the sprayer come into the field. Squished the poor little guy. Some of the others made it up. There's one over there. It's trying to work its way through from the compaction, but necessary evil to get the job done. Looks like things are coming up good. It did a good job. Let's see if the 1955 will start without any trickery. Usually after it's run, it's good for a while. I had to say that out loud. Come on. You know you want to. I just had to hold the key longer. Guess it must have slowly drawn that solenoid out. I might be able to pull it out and just clean it up. It might be gummed up with dirt and oily dirt. No air conditioning in this one. We'll put this in the other barn for now. Say, take the four-wheeler for a ride and Make sure there ain't any bad spots out in the corn that need touched up. And we can get the corn planter washed and put away. Oh look, I shifted the 10th without even noticing. Okay, 1600. Back in you go. I'm gonna put the V-rake on, but don't think I'll do that today. I'll check fluids and whatnot before I get that thing on here. Here I am talking to myself on YouTube. Well, I think we'll call that a video. My daughter has more awards to accept tonight. Some FFA stuff going on. So I got to get around to go see that. But as always, I appreciate everybody watching, commenting, just generally supporting. And I'll give a shout out to my new big fans, Caleb and Drew, also known as Dusty. We will see you in the next one. Thanks again.